I was so confused for like 3 years about why it was called Dartmouth Comedy Network, because I was like, it's not a network. Network like, makes me think, like jobs, like trying to get a job, making connections. And I was so confused. And then I realized it's supposed to be Dartmouth Comedy Network, like the name of a television channel, like game show network, which I kind of hate, but at least I get it now. Yeah. I don't know.
Welcome everyone to the comedy open mic night here at Sawtooth Kitchen Bar and Stage. Welcome. Plenty of seats over here. You don't have to sit up front if you don't want to, but you can. It's fine. Go ahead. Find it. Is there findings? Why am I talking to them? Anyway, at the open mic, I'm the co-host tonight of the open mic with Art Robinson.
Right, Art Robinson's a student at Dartmouth.
Right, that's right. He is, really? Have you seen his material? It's, oh my god. No, but yeah, I've hosted the 2 other open mics here this year, so, and I've gotten the chance to meet most of the Dartmouth college students here as part of DCN, that's what it's called?
Right, DCN.
Dartmouth Comedy Network?
Yeah.
Nice.
What are your thoughts about Dartmouth Comedy Network?
I think that's fantastic.
Yeah.
I didn't know it was a thing until recently.
Mm-hmm.
But I guess it's been around since 2019.
And what? I pressed the fucking down key. It didn't do anything.
Drop this. So I was like, okay,
What do
I'll
you
give her a ride there.
Y'all, feel free to weigh in.
I'll give her a ride back, and then I can cut it off then.
I'm Art Robinson. I'm the co-president of DCN. It means that I, along with Danielle, am sort of in charge of overseeing all of the shows that we organize, make sure that we understand what's going on with funding, and then I also help run in the meetings.
Yeah, and then you're sitting on the stairs.
But the stairs are...
No, but it's like they have the area and then it's the great
I
hall.
can talk to Fidel people about potentially getting a show this week.
Or
Or not next
I'll
week,
reach out
week
to
7.
the beta guys and across to you.
I think that all of us who perform, we have some degree of love for the art form, and I think that proliferates through all of our sets and shows, even if sometimes we don't hit the jokes.
I guess.
So we got like 30 minutes. That ass.
30's longer than I think everyone will stay.
Yeah.
Wait, what's wrong?
I don't know, like 10 people. If you go in there, it's 11.
So yeah, we're in Alpha Chi show.
Just start vibing on
It's supposed to start 11 minutes ago.
Start it.
What time is it now?
8:11, my bad. And no, there's no one here. So it might be a bus, but it happens.
Is it common for DCN shows?
Hell no. This will be the second time this term.
Last week we had a show at Pie Cap. It was to a large sold out crowd of 5 people. I'm glad to see we've quadrupled those numbers.
My brother has a Spotify account, so I can see what he's listening to. And he was listening to this one playlist that he made called Late Night Thoughts. And then the caption for the playlist was, "Sometimes things are just not in our control." I saw that he was listening to this, and I immediately called him. I was like, "Sanjay, you're 8 years old, and you live on a cul-de-sac. What the fuck are you thinking about?" And he's like, "I just watched your stand-up, and it just bummed me out."
Bikey's my favorite comedian. I always say that. I think laughter's dope. I think I'm funny, and I'm happiest when I laugh. So I think it's better to share it. But I don't really want to make people laugh. I just want to be funny and validated for my funniness, but also unique perspective. Because I feel like I see a lot of shit that I point out to my friends, and I see it when they don't, and then that becomes humorous in the way where I like to present that on stage as well. But What? What was the question?
Based off of the strengths of different people as comics, we can take a lot of inspiration from each other. Like, for example, like Lucan, just by far the best person at crowd work in the club, like not even close. And because of that, I think a lot of us have wanted to try crowd work more and looking at that and being like, oh, I kind of want to do that too. So at later shows, we're more apt to try those things.
Any raised hands? Anyone have an idea? All right.
Data science.
All right, cool. Data science. What about you?
Also data science.
All right, so are you also studying data science?
I'm neuroscience.
All right, so data science.
I noticed pretty early on that like Dartmouth has a lot of talent. If we make sure that everyone has the footage that they can get from these shows that they can make reels out of, that would kind of basically catapult people up the ranks a lot faster because you have the material to send off to like producers and stuff. I think the really interesting thing about DCN is that everyone is pushing each other and everyone's supporting each other all the time. Whenever we book shows, we try to bring other people along. We'll say like, hey, can you also book this other person that I think is really cool and stuff like that. And that's kind of just become a really interesting and good norm that we've established. I think one of the like really cool moments for me was when we did a show at Middlebury.
You're on.
I'm on? Okay.
Yeah.
So here's all I know. Okay, I know that I was told, hey Nick, we're going to Middlebury. Danielle will pick you up when she picks you up. I don't know where the show is. I don't know how long to do my set for. All I know is that I matched with a girl on Tinder at Middlebury. He said, hey, I'm doing a show.
Oh, it's awful.
She said, where's it at? And I said, I don't know. And that's the end of the conversation.
Wow.
I thought it was growing.
Maybe is she gonna come see it?
I don't know. She takes her back right now, actually. Hold up. So basically, my freshman year, I once bombed so hard I could hear the AC going on in the background. And that's how quiet the room was.
Wait, unfortunately, like, I think I was there, like, this did happen.
Yeah.
It's, like, not an exaggeration.
Yeah.
So originally they wanted Nick to be president, but Nick was too busy. So Nick was like, yo, Danielle, can you do it? Because we were the two freshmen who were really the most involved. And I was like, sure, I'll do it. So I actually worked really hard that year, like being president and trying to make things happen. I'd never really done any comedy before I joined DCN, but it was really like the upperclassmen when I joined who encouraged me to just try getting on stage. The joke that I had at the time wasn't very funny. It was a rant about how much I hate raccoons. And I've come to find that I'm actually just scared of raccoons.
So, do you think anyone can do comedy?
Yeah. Yeah, as long as, yeah, absolutely. As long as you have like a sense of humor and you want to actually do comedy, go ahead. Yeah, just be funny. If it's what you want, if you want to try it, go ahead and try it. I think it would be, yeah, I think anybody can. Anyone can at least try it, and then if they suck, then they should never do it again.
What has doing stand-up changed for you?
Oh, everything. Yeah, that was the best part, is everything. Because once you get on stage and the most vulnerable you can be, you get off stage and you're like, oh, this isn't shit.
Well, I definitely am not scared of anything anymore. The very first time I did stand-up, I bombed. And I needed that. Because now every situation that I approach in the rest of my life has been like, wow, it's never gonna get that bad anymore.
I think part of it is like it's a rush for sure. It's a rush when you're on stage and like you hear people laugh and like oh my god, they like me right now. And then the next show bombs, like, oh god, they hate me now. Within the span of 20 seconds, and that's addictive. Maybe not in a good way, but it is addictive.
I think when people think of DCN, I think that the more negative perspective would probably be just like a group of people that think that they're really funny but really aren't. In reality, I would say that it's a group of people that really, really love comedy. I think that that's the important thing.
yeah, it's been a really cool like learning experience, and a really like, I think something that like we're really lucky to have as a college community. A college comedy group.
Awesome.
Yeah, that's all I got.
Thanks.
Yeah, good luck with the rest of the documentary.